All right, hello, welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging and Friends, and we have a special one shot tonight. As I am sitting as the best place to be is immediately underneath Chuck, and so I'm gonna hand it over to Chuck because Chuck is doing some cool shit tonight. So Chuck, what's going on,
this
man?
Me. Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm Chuck, and we're playing some Teenage Odyssey. It's the game that I'm making, and it's up on Kickstarter. So if you haven't done the thing yet, done the thing. Adam, do the thing.
Which
Hurry
thing?
up, Adam.
There are many things.
Bless it, Adam. I got it. There we go. Chuck's game is the command. So you can go back it on Kickstarter. There you go. Check it out. It's very cool. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Teenage Odyssey. It is based on End of the Odd, Mark of the Odd. So something we're all familiar with, where everyone plays as teenagers trying to survive the fever dream of the 90s. Yeah, that's what we got. I don't know. We don't need any other preamble. I guess let's start doing things. We're going to do character introductions. And the way we're going to do that is with a little intro by me. We find ourselves in Oshkosh, Wisconsin Junior High School on a Saturday, 1993, October 9th. Our 5 characters here find themselves in detention on a Saturday. We'll find out why each of them are here in detention, but the problem is that here recently there's been a very pervasive string of thefts across the entire school. Everything's going missing. Trays from the lunchroom, all of the trophies from the trophy case, the playground toys gone, everything, chalkboards, if you can think of it, it's been stolen. Nobody knows what's going on. And because of that, our principal, Mr. Summers, he's been a little fast and loose with those detention slips because he's stressed out. And more so, that stress has been building because today of all days is also the inspection from the district superintendent, Superintendent Belding. What you got? Oh, I didn't hear anything, Jeff.
I got it. I understood.
Okay.
Belding.
Okay.
I got you. I heard it.
Hey,
I heard it. I just don't interrupt you. You're in a flow.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Chuck. It's all right.
It's all right. Oh God, this is going to be a day.
That's not the riff, Chuck.
No, that is the riff. We went straight to you too.
All right. Right? Isn't it?
Oh, that's Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
Because
I'm Saved by the Bell. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I went straight to you two. And it's Jeremy's fault. I don't even know.
As things are.
As things are, yeah. So yeah, we find each of you in Saturday detention, but we don't know why yet. So why don't we go through and meet our crew? Let's just go overlay order because that's nice and easy. So Adam,
yes.
Who are you? Who are you playing? And why are you here?
Hey, my name's Jacob, and I'm here because I was in band practice. I was playing the saxophone because it's like the presidential thing to do. So, and my mom said I could one day be president. So I'm learning to play the saxophone. So yeah, and then someone in class started talking about my mom, and I couldn't stand for that. So we got in a fight, and it didn't go very well for me, and then didn't go very well for me. But now I'm here.
Okay. So you got in detention for beating a kid in music class with a saxophone.
I tried to.
Noted. Okay, that's fair. Melissa.
Yes.
Who are you? Who are you playing?
I'm playing Darcy Upwood. So I rolled goth. So I am in detention because we were writing poems for English, and I wrote a poem that met all of the criteria of poems, as you do. But, you know, Mrs. Jennings is a prude and doesn't like her curse words. So here I am.
I think that's against some amendments, and also cursing is just the seasoning of proper language. So
I mean, you give me a meter, you give me a rhyme, I do it, but I'm in detention.
That's too bad. That's too bad. All right, Jeff.
Bonjour. I am Leonardo von Pollock. I am a foreign exchange student, and apparently your capitalist pig principal, Principal Summers, does not like for young children to express themselves. And I was caught expressing myself by artistically redecorating various aspects of the teacher's lounge with greater amounts of color and depth perception and this sort of thing. And I had messages about the ineffectual nature of U.S. international politics and how it's handling the Moscow constitutional crisis. But apparently all they saw was just paint and mess. And so they have put me here, capitalist pig.
That's
Oh
perfect.
my god.
I
Perfect.
I can't believe you.
put Kipser right after me.
I can't
in the overlay.
believe you.
Literally, so you have to go next.
Let's not delay anymore. Kipser, please one up that.
Sup, losers. My name is Piper. I'm here because I was juggling a soccer ball, which apparently is against the rules. I was doing it inside, and I might have hit a few light bulbs, but whatever. Still the best scorer, so what can you do? Got detention.
They should put a little more respect on that. I mean, if they want that trophy.
I mean, they were all stolen. If they want another one back, what you do? Let me get back out there and practice.
Right. All right. Let's round this out with Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm Tommy Falcon. I'm a skater. And some stupid church kid named Scott asked me if I could do a grindy thing on the rail. So I did. And then I did a 540 ollie. And I landed on the hood of the principal's car because I'm awesome.
He paid a lot of money for that Subaru, so I'm not surprised that he's angry. All right.
That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, you all find yourselves in the library of all places for your detention. Principal Summers has a small table set out for you, and he's got busy work. It is just stacks and stacks of probably like 4th to 5th grade math stuff. Just nothing challenging. Just he pretty much threw the stack down. I expect these all to be done when I get back in 3 hours. Don't leave your seats for anything.
Question.
Yeah.
So I'm pissing right here.
Hold it.
For 3 hours? That's
Yeah.
not healthy.
No, it's not. And you expect us to just like, when it's not done, what happens?
Well, in 3 hours, it's time for you to go home. If you
Sweet.
don't have them all done, you get detention next Saturday.
Okay. And you don't want to refill that trophy cabinet?
If you don't take us to nationals, that's another Saturday detention.
You realize you have just trapped yourself here with us? Because every Saturday that we have detention, you are here. And so you are giving yourself detention. This is a classic
I have to be
philosophical
here
prisoner's
anyway.
dilemma.
It is no skin off my back. And I expect you all to stay in here and stay quiet because Superintendent Belding is bound to be here anytime. And I
Yeah,
really
'cause
can't
you're
afford for
failing to
anything
catch
else to
anybody.
go wrong.
From actually doing anything wrong and stealing stuff?
Listen, once we find that thief, something will come from that in the future.
So what are these?
Worksheets. You've done worksheets before.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What subject?
Math.
All
If you
right.
look at it, it is very clearly math.
Okay.
Are you going to go away now?
Yes. Goodbye.
Hey,
And he walks off.
hey. You said they had to be done. You didn't say they had to be right. Math is easy to answer really fast.
Yeah, like I'm planning out my skate park, and that totally uses angles and like measuring and stuff. So that's math as far as I'm concerned.
But if we answer anything at all, we are just conforming to his demands. We should rise up together and reject such authority.
Dude, I'm all about getting a good rise.
Like, what country did you say you were from?
I am from a foreign one.
Yeah, okay, sure, dude.
It is
I
called
am sure you did
Kentucky.
not.
Dude, it's just like in Highlander when he's like, lots of places.
It is a very good film. Excellent. Excellent.
Not seen it. I'm too busy.
God,
I mean, in
Piper.
the time that you guys were talking, I just did like 2 worksheets. So like, this is pretty quick.
Look, I drew
Oh,
this
sweet.
ramp, and like this is where this ramp would go, and then like maybe we would put like a swimming pool here, and then like a net with a hole in it that you'd leap through. But like sometimes you could light it on fire.
It is very
Hey,
Need
need
excellent.
some
excellent
background music,
try.
man.
It is excellent. Like we should call them like some sort of like excellent games. Yeah.
Yes, that sounds magnifique.
Yeah, and like if you want to like shorten it, you know, for like brevity's sake, you could just call it the X Games, the excellent games.
Copyright Cannon Otter Studio.
That's right. it's like-
I
Do
was
we have
waiting.
to wear superhero costumes if we do X Games?
What?
Are you done with the worksheets yet? Have you completed them for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Here's 2 for you.
juggle some balls in the corner. My
Yes,
soccer balls.
This mathematics it sort of infringes upon my creativity. I shall just draw a spiral. That should be enough. Yes.
Hey man, need some background music?
Yes, oui. Jacob, please give us some background music.
Hey, you should be careful with saying that. It might make Darcy like, you know, have to go. Because that's on our Brian. But if it's urgent, like I've got a Mountain Dew bottle. Actually, I've got like 3 Mountain Dew bottles in my backpack. They're all empty.
Oh no, I'm actually totally fine. Like I just needed him to consider the fact that my mom would bring my medical bills here if he thought he was actually going to get away with that. But I'm fine. Thank you though. I'm fine. He's just a prick.
You sound like you have a very
Yep.
attentive parent. Why is it that you are acting out in such manner then?
I wrote a poem. That's all I did. I wrote a poem.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Dude,
Thank
did
you.
your host family just like want you to hang out at school more often or something?
Are you speaking to me? Yes, my host family, they are very accommodating. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
With that awkward pause in the conversation, from outside the library, you hear a blood-curdling scream and several cries for help.
Sacre
Whoa.
bleu! What was that?
Like Jacob
Oh
looks
my
at
God.
everyone to see like if they're doing something. It's obvious he's a follower.
All right. Shit. Let's go take a look at what's happening outside.
Leo will hide behind Piper and follow her to whatever just happened.
Yeah, yeah. Brave Leo. Let's go. From unknown country A or
It's
F.
foreign. That is all you need to know.
Yeah.
He
Like, if
comes
it's not
from the
America, it's
vast
like just
lands of
different.
Europea.
Yeah, Europea. Piper will like stand up and go towards the door, soccer ball under her arm.
Yeah, as you get to the door, you hear the continued cries for help, along with a strange slapping sound. It really sounds like someone's getting just hit somewhere out in the hallway.
Who's getting
Over
bullied at
and
this
over.
time?
You step out and look.
Yeah, let's go see.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As you, Piper, you kind of lead the way moving out. You're kind of in the library opens up into the front entranceway of the school. You can hear it. It's very clear. You kind of take your first right down the main, like the administrative hallway. And you can see about halfway down this hallway, maybe 50, 60 feet from where you're at, Mr. Summers on the ground, and a person garbed all in black, head to toe, very reflective black material, very loose and like lots of fold and ruffles, has like a wooden like stick, like a staff or something, and is just beating Mr. Summers relentlessly.
Dude, keep going. We'll give you notes. No, actually, stop.
I guess we should.
Throw your ball at him.
Yeah, right. Piper will put her ball just like in front of her, take 3 big steps back, and do a running kick towards it to propel it at a high speed.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, this being end of the odd, when you do an attack, you roll your damage. It happens. And Piper is a soccer champ, as it says on the overlay. So Piper, just go ahead and we're going to call this a ranged one-handed weapon. Give me a D4 roll.
One-footed weapon.
A one-footed weapon.
A 1.
It's not a very strong hit unless, and this is entirely up to you, you could reduce your current luck by 1 point and you could turn that 1 into a 4, which would make it explode, and you get to roll another D4 on top of it.
Sure, I will. I have 4 luck points, so I will reduce it to 3, and I will
Very
make
good.
it explode and roll another D4.
All right, so we're at 4 damage. That's going to be 7
7.
damage altogether. You send this ball flying. It does that, the ball deforms from the impact of the kick. It curves through the air and just exactly as you intended, strikes this strangely garbed figure right in the face. And you hear a cry of pain. They drop this stick and they turn and they just start running.
Towards us or away from us?
Away from you all.
Okay.
Deeper into the school.
You're not fast. I'll
Is
show
there a
you fast.
skateboard?
Yeah, I'm getting on it right now.
Okay.
Nice.
Darcy backs out of the way so that you have a clear shot.
Yeah. You hop on your skateboard. You get going. Now, Tommy, as you go flying by Mr. Summers on the floor, you hear him yell, "That's the thief! I'll give you an auto A in any class you want if you catch him.
And no more detention for
Deal.
till we graduate.
Deal."
No matter what we do.
We'll talk about it in a situation by situation basis.
Jacob's already gone when he heard that.
Yeah. All right. So, Tommy, you're leading the way.
Mhm.
You're fastly gaining on this person. Go ahead and give me a body test.
I will. Ba-da-da-da-da-dum.
This is a D20 rolling under.
Nat
You roll a
1.
1. You immediately catch up with this person. I mean, like running start, leap onto your board. You're flying down the hallway. They take a corner. You drop down to your butt. You lean back, put your hand down, and just corner that. No problem. And you right away catch up to them. And as they realize that you are on them, they spin around. And this is when you notice that this strange black outfit that you see is designed to be very invoking of like a ninja. But it's definitely made out of like trash bags. As they spin around, and they've got what looks like a light bulb, and they throw it on the ground directly in front of your skateboard. Go ahead and give me a body test.
Okay, I will. Dude, you're like a dollar brand Foot Clan. You're not gonna stop me with that.
And does not look like they do. Is that correct?
No, not even close, bro.
As you slide up to them, they hit this on the ground. When it hits the ground, it kind of ruptures out, and this thick, gooey fluid spreads out all over the ground. Now, the people following will probably have to deal with this, but right now, Tommy, you catch right up with them. What are you going to do?
So like, I think it's time to like hop up. And I'm gonna grab onto this guy's like knockoff ninja suit and pull him to the ground with me.
Body test.
It's like a
And this-
skateboard assisted DDT.
I'll tell you what,
Gnarly,
you're going
bro.
to get, it's going to be an opposing test. So, and I'm going to give you advantage because it is skateboard assisted. So you'll roll your body test twice and take the lower. And I'm just going to roll once. It looks like you beat it out because your lower was 3. You tackle
Yep.
this person to the ground, grabbing a hold of this knockoff ninja outfit, ripping it off of them. And as you do, now, Tommy, at the moment, you're the only one who's seeing this. It is a sweat soaked. And let me get my form up so I tell you the right name.
Dude, are you on the wrestling team? Are you trying to cut weight? You shouldn't do this garbage bag stuff. It's bad for you.
It is incredibly unhealthy for students. Please don't do that. But no, it is in fact Mrs. Lai, the school's janitor.
Mrs. Lai? Like, what's up with you?
Kid, you gotta let me go.
Well, like that's kind of awkward because like I want to like not have detention, and I feel like really weird about like holding you right now because like, but like also I don't want to like get detention, so like I'm just gonna put my skateboard like on you and just I'm not like
As you're having this awkward moment, the rest of the crew following behind, everyone else, why don't you go ahead and give me a body test as you kind of hit this strange area of goo that exploded out of this throne. And you want to hit at or below your body score.
This one time at Van Camp, I once had to walk through the cafeteria after somebody spilled a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll see if I can do it again. No, not this time.
Okay.
That reminds me of
Did it-
another time at band camp.
Oh no.
Or band camp stories. Anyway. Yeah, those of you who fail, you slip and fall. And as you fall, you smell that piney scent. This is just a copious amount of just like soap, like cleaning detergent, something like that was thrown and spread out to cause you all to slip. It'll take a moment. So we're going to give Tommy just a little bit more time. Listen, I'm just trying to get home. You got to let me go.
so like I appreciate that, but like maybe you could put back the stuff you took first, and then I get out of detention, and like you got away, but I got the stuff back, and then it's all cool because like you did,
This is your last chance, kid. I got to keep all that stuff. My ship won't work without it.
like I didn't. Are you like a merchant marine or something?
With that, she just lets out this blood-curdling shriek right at you. Her teeth pop out of her head, I would like you to go ahead and give me a mind test.
I'm so happy.
Yo, dude, we beating up a teacher or what?
You ought to eat more oranges, Mrs. Lai. That's like really bad.
You pass it. And it's actually, she spits her dentures out at
Are
you
you a pirate? Oh my God, you've
as
got
an
scurvy.
attack. And she's going to go ahead and deal a D4. Now, you passed your test, so you avoid any additional effect, but you are going to take D4 damage.
How many HP do you have?
I have to take a point off my body. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
I will
Yeah,
say
go ahead and
I should also be there to help because I didn't slip on the floor.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're catching up. Yeah,
Oh, that's really
You-
uncool, Mrs. Lai.
if you
Like-
did take a point of body damage, though, you do need to give me a body test.
Okay.
Now, the difference in Teenage Odyssey versus other Into the Odd games is you always roll against your max.
God, I failed it, of course.
And you're going to take, what's your luck score?
4.
All right, I believe that's 2d6. Go and give me
God, I've
2d6.
got a scurvy wound.
You've got a scurvy wound. That is amazing.
What are you talking about?
Bro, don't. That's gross.
Like she's
Don't touch
stealing
that.
stuff for her ship, and she shot out her nasty pirate teeth at
Oh,
me.
It'll be a d6. My bad. Roll me a
This
d6.
is the 1700s. The hell? What is our teacher doing?
I don't know, dude.
Just because people have dentures doesn't mean you should make fun of them.
And
I'm
she
trying
needs
to be
to
like
eat
super
citrus.
respectful of her, and she's like really harshing the situation.
I'm
It
agreeing with
does-
Tommy on this.
Hey,
Catch
hey,
you
hey,
off
guys.
guard slightly. There's a call for, hey, guys.
I'm kind of stuck.
What happened? And Darcy's not a fast runner, so she's probably back where Jacob is.
Oh no, you
what
you
happened?
see that I am like stuck. I kind of fell face first into the pine tar stuff.
I like to think we're
Oh.
tangled up because I also fell face first. Like,
Oh, no.
look at this.
No.
Oh, so much pine. Oh, God.
Jacob only says I'm stuck. He's clearly tied with Leonardo.
Okay. Well, clearly, like we need to do some triage. So I'm just gonna take some of that like plastic bag stuff that got ripped when I tackled her, and I'm just gonna like shove it in her like this. I'm gonna like keep pressure on your like missing teeth so they don't bleed out or something. But really,
She
it's
looks a little confused. Yeah, you're just shoving plastic in her mouth as she kind of looks down at her dentures that she just rocketed out of her face. And finally, she puts
Darcy?
her hands up. Go ahead, Darcy.
Oh no, I was just going to try to help up Leo and Jacob.
Not a problem. Why don't you go and give me a body test with advantage?
Tommy, dude, don't suffocate her. Don't push it too far down.
oh God, thank you. Like I'm a little heightened right now, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I get you. This is that adrenaline from sports. You
Whew.
like.
Yeah, man.
So, Darcy, it takes you longer than you wanted to. You're slipping. You're sliding. Maybe you
Like
embarrass
pulling
yourself.
them up and falling on my ass and pulling them
Yeah,
up and falling
yeah.
on my ass. And it's just not
Between the three of you, it's an embarrassing long amount of time. But finally, you catch up with Piper and Tommy, who has the janitor pinned to the ground with a skateboard, a wad of garbage bags shoved in her mouth, her dentures lying on the ground next to her
Man, this
as she
stuff's-
mumbles something at all of you.
So like maybe, you know, she can like take us to a pirate ship and like maybe we could take like some of the stuff back.
I
Like,
mean,
Why are you
Pirate
talking
ship.
about a pirate ship?
Like she said she
Right?
needs this stuff for her ship. It's probably
Yeah,
like
yeah.
decoration or something.
and
So
she's
like
got
maybe
like
we
scurvy.
compromise, right?
And she's on the ground just
Look, I
Oh.
tried to talk to you, but like you were really harsh.
Yeah. The spitting the dentures, not cool, dude.
Dude, where
Why
did
does
you
she
get
have
that
to
much
be a
gack?
pirate? Okay, so she has a ship, but you immediately jump to pirate. Can't she just
Yeah,
be
because
like
like
a
she
boat
spit out her
owner?
teeth, so I'm pretty sure she has scurvy. So like that's math, dude.
No, she
Yeah.
is old. And she is a janitor. She is a member of the bourgeoisie. We should not be beating her. We should be taking our resistance to the power, to the
Your
principles.
definition of bourgeoisie might need some like rework in there, dude.
I don't even think you know what the word means, Pippa.
I'm pretty sure you're like, dude, your idea of the bourgeoisie versus the the bohos it's all mixed up.
It sounds
Darcy
a bit like
pulls
you are
all of the
confusing
stuff
person with character right now.
Out of her mouth.
Yeah. So she's just like pulling this out of Mrs. Lie's mouth.
Fine. I'll take you to my ship where all the stuff is, but then you'll see what I'm talking about and you'll finally believe me, and then you'll all let me go. I gotta get home. Come on, I'll show you the way.
We should duct tape her arms at least.
Why should we do that?
Okay,
she might try to
caveat,
escape again.
we get to ride on the ship.
Eh.
I'm sorry, but you couldn't do that. It wouldn't be safe for you. Where I'm going, the atmospheric difference is just so vastly different. Have you ever heard of natural argonate? That's what our atmosphere is made of.
Oh man. So you all are full of like a noble gas. Argon. It's noble.
Yeah, we're a very noble species.
Maybe they are bourgeoisie. You might be right, Leo.
Like, I've gone skating in Colorado, and that's pretty high.
You might just
Darcy's
make it. When you were up there, did you eat any pine needles?
Yeah, one time I did a big jump. I landed in a tree. I was stuck there for like 3 days. So like I ate needles to stay alive.
You're going to be just fine. Listen, we're going to make a great team. You and the four of me, we're going to do fine.
Dude, you gonna do some Flight of the Navigator stuff?
What?
Four of you?
Pardon me, I believe you have miscounted. Did you bang your head, old lady?
No.
I did kind of like DDT her into the floor.
What do you mean,
Okay.
the four of
So
me?
Darcy's going to take her, she's got like a spiked choker around
Yeah.
her neck. So she's going to take it off and kind of turn it outside in and use it to like bind her wrists together.
A spiked cuff kind of
Like
situation.
not really long spikes, but like,
Yeah.
you know. And she's going to like
Okay.
tie that.
For what reason are you binding her? We have no authority.
She's talking about a spaceship and talking about herself in the plural.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
think-
she's a thief, so it's like a citizen's arrest. Authority
Yeah.
granted.
I
Could one of you
no,
pick
we're
my
not
teeth up off the
aligning
floor?
ourselves with police.
Ew.
That's
I
I
not
will
a
get
thing
your
that
I
we're
will get your
doing.
teeth. Yes, old lady.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I need those.
Okay. And Leo looks at the teeth. Is there anything interesting about them, or are they just straight up dentures?
They're just straight up dentures, man.
Oh, okay. I shall wipe them off on the back of Piper's clothing, and then I will hand them back.
Oh no,
to
you
the-
don't.
Oh no.
No.
Already said it, and then I will hand it over.
Also gross.
Darcy's gonna kind of let the other folks kind of be around and kind of watch the way, but she'll just kind of walk behind Mrs. Lai.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's just this one direction. Just follow what I say. I remember most of what we got to do to get there.
Oh man, this is really cool.
Leo,
Oh,
if you got paint, left wall as we go.
Oh, they confiscated it, the powers that be. I only have these piddling colored pencils left. Ugh. What am I, a child? Ugh.
Yeah,
Mark,
dude. Yeah, I think you're a year younger than me.
No, I am not. You don't know anything about me. I've been here for 3 days.
Hey, when you're so tiny.
What? I am not. I have a very respectable body score. I am quite body.
Oh, are you like one of those like pygmy type folks? Like
What?
where you look like a little, but you're actually like an adult?
What are you talking about? Did
I
you
don't
bang
know,
your
like-
head on the ground as well?
Oh, like 5 times today, buddy.
He's not listen. He's just French. It explains everything when you see their, their water infrastructure, like lined entirely with tinfoil.
Oh, you're French?
Yeah, oui, oui, yeah.
Cool.
Oui, oui.
And she gives a very strong wink at you, Leo. I got your secret.
Yes. No, take the bindings off. There is no reason for that. She is friendly old lady.
No.
Are all four of you gonna behave?
Yeah, why not? I mean, listen, we get down there, I show you my ship, I explain what's going on, and then you'll be on my side. It'll be great. And then me and the kid here with the wheel feet will go home.
Wheel feet?
Yeah, that one, pointing at Tommy.
Yeah, I always
What do
felt
you
like this
think
was an
I am?
extension of me. Thank you for seeing me.
But he's the one who ate pines, so
Yeah.
he's got the proper genetic structure now.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, we were just
Yeah.
talking about X Games. Does that mean like I'm an X-Man?
I don't know anything about that. What can you tell me about ham radio, though?
Sounds like he was pining to be an X-Man.
Listen,
Good.
What
if I wouldn't have stopped taking my blood pressure medicine, that would have given me a stroke.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's
Why
the
do
other
you need-
direction.
to know about ham radio?
Well, it's just how we communicate.
Do you make radios out of hams?
Yeah. No. Too salty.
So Darcy
it-
will take the choker off from around her wrists.
Mhm.
She'll tighten it a little bit before she does that. So she'll actually make it tighter. So the spikes are kind of
Gives her a little. Okay.
and then she'll loosen it.
Okay. Okay. That's better. All
These
right.
can go back on if they have to.
Yeah.
I'll remember that. Listen. So we just got to go down to these lockers here. And that's where it's at. Okay. And then what
Your-
we'll do.
Chip is in the lockers.
No. It's past that, but we got to get there through the lockers.
Do you have a secret door?
I haven't thrown Chip in a locker in like a week.
I mean, that's on you, I guess.
Okay. Why don't we stop asking questions and just go and see what is that we see? Maybe it is old lady who banged head, and now Tommy is going to go to prison for assault. Or maybe it is pirate, space alien, and we go up into space and we suffocate with Argonauts. or
Space
something.
pirates?
Yes. She said Argonaut. And like we're going to be Argonauts. That is what I heard. Let us go.
God, this totally will be like an X-Men thing then.
Oh, the X-Men
Yeah.
kind of sucks. I don't think it is much.
I knew Xavier for a little
Exo
while.
Squad, far
I
better.
don't know
Go
what
the
that
fuck
is.
back to your country.
What?
Darcy
Yeah.
just sort of kicks Mrs. Fly in the back a little
I'm
bit.
sorry.
She just sort of like
Yeah. Keep her moving.
moves
All
her
right. Well, you
forward.
all stand. Well, you got to stand right back here. And she kind of points down the hallway a little bit. Stay back just a little ways because it could be a little bit dangerous when I open this thing.
Yeah, I don't think we trust you that much.
Go right ahead.
All right. Well, and then she walks
if
over
it's
to
Dangerous to us. We don't want to be close to it.
a
but
fire
she's telling
alarm
the
on the
truth.
wall right next to a bank of lockers. And she's kind of telling you to stand like 15 feet back from these lockers, kind of facing them.
Right here?
She walks up to a fire alarm next to the locker, the wall the lockers are on. And I'm just painting this picture so you all can tell me what you want to do. Some of you are saying you don't trust her. She is definitely reaching for the fire alarm. Do you wait for her to activate to pull the lever?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We're not going to get in detention, so
I am following her, not standing there.
Oh,
though.
you're going with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me let me check. I'm gonna have you give me a test here.
All right.
As she pulls the lever, I think this is going to be a charm test. I want interpersonal. Yeah, give me a charm test here.
Oh, uh-oh. All right. Hope for a good roll. Hey.
8's pretty good.
That
As she
is.
kind of gives you a little bit of a dirty look as she pulls the lever on the fire alarm. And instead of the alarms and the lights, this wall of lockers just falls face forward onto the ground, revealing a huge hole in the wall behind. And all of you are familiar with probably like batting cages and the giant spinning wheels that shoot baseballs out at people. And you can see in this hole behind the lockers is a array. Think of those like the baseball pitcher thing. I don't know what they're called. Just upscaled to fit basketballs. As you hear the whir of engines, and then, boom. And let me roll a die here.
I like to imagine Darcy was sort of like hiding behind the lockers and kind of looking around, and then they just started falling. And so she's
God.
just like scurrying away.
Scrambling out. Leo, go and give me a body test.
A body test. Oh, yes. Let me show you my French reflexes. Oh, that is a 6. That is a pass.
And just so you know, she could have been totally wrong that it was France. I wasn't giving up the ghost there. Like,
What? I don't understand what you're saying. I am from France.
That's
of course. Where else would I
you
be from?
dive hard onto the ground as a basketball goes whizzing overhead as Mrs. Lai cackles gleefully and starts running towards the hole, trying to disappear.
Yeah. Donkey
Having the
punch.
majority of you.
All right. So like this is like serious now. So it's time to put on the helmet.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, since it's so serious, why don't we go ahead and roll out initiative?
Ooh.
The way initiative works in this is you are all going to give me a body test. If you pass it, you go before Mrs. Lai. If you fail it, you go after. Oh, looks like we got a couple good rolls. Jeff and Kipser. You two both pass. Anyone else pass?
Yep.
No.
Oh, okay. Everyone but Jacob and Darcy passed. Okay. So yeah, bottom row, Leo, Piper, Tommy, you all get to go first. Now, yeah, if you're punching, a punch does a D4 damage. Roll me a D4.
I will. Oops. There we go. D4. I'm not going to lower my luck, so that'll just be a 2 this time.
Just a 2. Okay.
Mhm.
Noted. All right.
Right.
So that's yours. Leo, Tommy,
Here's what I want to do, Chuck. You said there's
You got it,
basketballs
yeah.
that are being thrown at us.
flying at you. Yes.
I am going to, as I just finished dodging, I am going to roll immaculately. And I'm going to reach into my bag. And I have sharpened my colored pencils to a fine point. And I
Fine
will start throwing them to
I
see
love
if I
it.
could
Absolutely.
pop some of these basketballs.
I love it. Just throwing it. I mean, once again, this is like an attack. You don't have to roll its D4, but you're trying to disable basketballs, right? Trying to protect everyone is.
Oh, yes. I protected people.
I'll tell you what, roll me a body test.
Okay. Made 2
If
of these
you
in a
pass
row.
it-
I don't feel like I'm going to get
Yeah.
3 in a row. Oh,
You got it. If you pass,
yes. That's a pass. It's a 10
I'm
under
going to
13.
say that you get to launch pencils at the next 2d4 basketballs
my.
that come flying at you all.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, depending on how well you roll here.
Okay. 2d4. That's 8.
Oh, 8.
Oh my
Max.
gosh.
You throw
Nice
out
French
enough
ninja.
of these pencils, just like gambit, just
Yeah.
all over the place. I'm going to
Who
tell
is
you
this
what,
gambit?
I'm going to take the basketball launcher off the table. That is fantastic. You destroy all the basketballs. Fantastic. That is very good, Leo. That takes us to Tommy. Tommy, what do you got?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, like this is serious, or at least I thought it would be before I saw like the crazy pygmy ninja stuff. But now I'm gonna go after the fake ninja. I just get the helmet on, I go as fast as I can on my skateboard. I'm basically gonna like just spear her with the helmet.
Okay. You're going fast. You're going to spear her with the helmet, just trying to put damage
Yeah,
on it.
just
So
like going as fast as possible. It's like a one-man fastball special.
I'll tell you what. Give me a D8.
Awesome. D8.
It's 3.
3.
Okay. Did you want to luck that to an explosion?
No, I'm already hurt. I'm keeping my luck.
Yeah, you ram her. You hear the wind go out of her. She bounces hard off the wall. It then does. Go ahead.
Like we tried to like be nice with you, but like this is like 2 strikes. Like don't make it 3. Come on. Be cool.
Okay.
She's a janitor, Tommy. She doesn't have any cool. Doesn't know the meaning.
That's
Yeah.
just rude. You should get to know someone before you just put them in a box.
She spat dentures at us.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
We
like
still don't know what's wrong with her.
You
She might
tackled her
be
to
ill.
the ground, and then she spit tentures at you.
Eh.
True.
But
It's
she is
true.
attacking
Yeah,
us
that's
now,
fair.
so there is reason at this point to be defensive.
Good job with all the basketball popping.
Oh, you
Yeah.
like that? And he blows the shavings off of one of them.
Out of your little pencil sharpener. Yeah.
It's just something I
Uh,
learned while in the French Alps.
It is her
Darcy
turn.
wants to like look around the room if she can.
We'll get there because let me let Mrs. Lai go.
Okay.
She considers the words nah, and from somewhere in these garbage bags on her person, she pulls out this white bottle. And why don't we go ahead and the 2 people that are up there, Tommy and Piper, go and give me mind tests.
Okay.
okay.
Uh-oh.
17's rough. 9,
Ah.
does it pull it?
It makes it, yeah.
Okay. As you see, she pulls out this bottle, and you recognize this from, maybe your trips to the store. It just says Drano on the side. And she just squeezes it. And in like this, and so people watching, if you want to know the mechanics, this is the monster tag acidic, which does a 15-foot cone that deals D6 damage to everyone within the cone. So Tommy and Piper, she sprays you with this very harsh and dangerous chemical,
Yes.
dealing each of you 3 damage.
Ouch.
Does my helmet help me at all?
Damage reduction 1.
Sweet.
Oh, I gotta put my shin guards on.
That also provides you damage reduction.
I'll do it in the future.
Okay.
Oh,
So, are you still? Well, I mean, you haven't taken a chance to recover yet, there, Tommy.
yeah.
Which calls for another body test.
Oh,
Piper, you still have hit points left, right?
Yeah, I'm 3 out of 6.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right.
God. I
That's
can't.
yeah.
Can't make body tests for injuries, apparently. That's okay.
No, you can't. That's okay. Go ahead and you're going to give me a D6.
Okay. 2.
Oh, you're just going to lose your next turn. It catches you off guard. So your injury is just you lose your next turn in combat. Not terrible.
What? This is like, I'm not a drain, okay? Like, you're the worst. You're
And
the
with
worst. I don't
Yeah,
like
lady.
you.
movement, yeah.
I think I might,
Yeah.
punch you or something.
Yeah. And with her bit of movement, she's actually going to move up onto the fallen over lockers and start moving into this huge tunnel that she has dug out where the basketball launchers are. And that is going to take us over to Jacob and Darcy. She's not out of reach yet, but that's the direction she's heading.
All right. Well, Jacob's gonna look at Darcy and see if Darcy's going to do something or if he should do something.
Darcy's gonna keep going beyond and see if there's something that might be beneficial to us down the hall. So that's where she's like,
Okay.
she's not.
So are you going the same direction of her, just trying to get in front of her?
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. So yeah, you use your movement and then you sacrifice your action to move some more. You will be heading her off. And with that, you find that you see ahead of you. You haven't made it in there yet. But it looks like an old classroom. Maybe the school was renovated at some point, something like that. Old styling of classroom, and hanging from the ceiling, you can see it. Well, the ways off that you are in front of her, so you could turn to try and intercept her. There is this chalkboard hanging down the ceiling with all of these wires and electronic bits going down to it. But yeah, you move, you've cut her off. You're ahead of her. You see where she's going into this weird classroom.
So Darcy is much more of kind of a person with her words and not so much with the math. So this Choker she's going to do all the things with Choker. So what she must, because she got ahead of her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she
absolutely
wants to do. I feel like I did this in another game recently. When I make it like one of the strips that the cop she's under a car, and I just
a stop strip,
where she's gonna
give
run.
me a luck test. I love it, absolutely. So a luck test, D6, roll at or under your luck score. What is your luck score?
1.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Captain just threw out 100 bits. Why don't we use it like this? Every time chat throws out 100 bits, everyone gets to increase their luck score by 1, max of 5. So you've got 2 luck now. And Captain threw out another 300. Why don't we use that for, I don't know. We'll think about it.
So that was perfect because I rolled a 2.
Thanks to Captain. Thanks to Captain.
Captain.
That is a pass. You throw your spike collar out onto the ground in front of her. That's absolutely amazing. Very cool. All right. Jacob, you need to top that. What do you got, man?
I don't know if there's any topping that, but he's looking at what he has, and he has a saxophone. And it's very dented up because, it's one of the ones that the high school used over and over again. So,
it's a loner.
Yeah. He's going to run forward and he's going to yell, "Ah!" and he's going to two-handed bring that saxophone down on the janitor lady.
That's a D8. Two-handed weapon. That's a D8.
Okay. So he's going to roll himself a D8.
All right.
And that's
a 7. That's good. 7's good. All right. Let me adjust some numbers. She is reeling. She's not down, but she is reeling. And that wraps our first round of combat. So let's go ahead and everyone roll a body test and we'll go into the second round of combat. Oh, who rolled a 20? Oh, Kipser, you are not going first this time. All right. Who passed?
I did, but I can't do anything.
Leo passed.
Okay. Leo, Tommy, why can't you do anything?
Fighter.
Oh, because you lost your next turn.
Oh my God, Jeff.
I know, he's the worst.
Can't believe you.
It's so rugged.
All right.
Fighted you and everything.
Well,
I will
let's
not
leave it to
forget
our
this slight.
I know. I'm sorry.
Kipser will remember this.
I will remember this.
All right, Jeff, you're up, man.
Okay.
Adam Wood, did you pass or fail?
I fail.
Okay. Yeah. Jeff?
Can you describe again where she's at? Because I know I was staying out and throwing and popping the balls.
So where the launchers are that were shooting basketballs, it was like there was a tunnel that those things were in the mouth of behind these lockers, and she's now running into this tunnel behind
Okay.
these lockers, behind the lockers, and Darcy followed her in there. You can still see Miss Lie.
Okay. And you said there was like a blackboard hanging down or something?
Farther ahead, Darcy saw that it looks like she was running towards some old classroom, kind of
Okay.
buried deep in the architecture of the school. And so you wouldn't be able to see it. Darcy saw it because she ran ahead.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can I? Are there more are there more basketballs around, or are they all been shot?
We'll say, give me a luck test.
Okay. With my big fat 2 luck. No, I only roll 4s on D4s, so
That's
that's
fair.
that's a no. Okay.
I'll tell you what, we will say it like this. You can see in the machine there are some more unpopped basketballs,
Mhm.
but you would probably have to spend like your
Okay.
turn digging one out.
Okay. I want to try to do something instead then, and Tommy might say no to this. So it's up to you, Tommy. Leo wants to run up, grab your skateboard, and roll it up ahead and try to time it so it slides right underneath like her foot as she takes a step and she sort of slips and falls. If that's okay with Tommy.
Yeah, like totally. X-Men combo, go.
Fast
Just give me a body test.
And I will,
Yeah, body test.
He said the
God,
thing. You know it doesn't suck.
I mean, it is okay. It's fine. I prefer the exo squad. It is far more politically impressive in terms of.
So
It's,
you're throwing a skateboard to
that's a
trip
2.
her.
That's a success.
As she's running in a direction where Darcy just laid out a small strip of spikes on the ground, skateboard goes right under her foot. She goes sailing through the air. You see that classic thing where shoes go up, and she lands hard. Darcy, she lands hard right on those spikes that you laid out. I'll tell you what, I really think this counts as teamwork. So Leo and Darcy, you're both going to give me a D6.
Oh, no.
D6. Okay.
I think that fastball special
4.
applies. Since this is the first time I've seen it, it seems more like an alpha flight.
Oh yeah. Now Darcy, you did roll a 6, so that is an explosion. So go ahead and roll another D6.
Oh,
So
sweet.
on damage, anytime you roll max on that damage, you get to roll another die. So that is
3.
13 damage altogether. You're making me do math here, which I do not appreciate.
Math.
Math is the worst. I hate math.
You gave us math work to do in detention, so
Right? I really wanted to make it a worthwhile punishment.
math worksheets for 3 hours sounds awful.
Yeah. Oh, it knocks the wind out of her. She is going to lose her next turn. Okay. So, Leo, throw the skateboard out, trips her. She falls hard on these spikes. You hear the wind go out of her. Maybe she coughs a little blood. She is down. She loses her next turn. So after that, I think the rest of you all failed. So it is now all of your turns. Whoever
All right.
wants to go first.
Tommy, you
Kipser?
doing all right, buddy? I'm sitting next to you, but I need to get these shin
Yeah.
guards on, and then
I'm
let's move
good.
forward.
I think she put Drano in my eyes.
Yeah, super not
Yes.
cool. I don't know what anybody was defending her for.
Okay. You know what? Like when we find her pirate ship, I'm
Yeah.
calling dibs.
Fair enough, buddy.
Yeah.
If we find a captain hat, we'll sure to hyper glue it onto your helmet, and then it makes it even taller.
Oh,
Piper, I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but you're my favorite person.
Yeah, I'm pretty great. So I'm just gonna get my shin guards on, and then we'll move forward. All right, when you're ready.
Darcy just rolls her eyes like jocks.
I get all the awards and trophies for the school, you know.
Okay. So I was distracted by chat. So Piper, what exactly are you doing?
I am going to take my action to put my shin guards on, and then I know that Jeremy doesn't get a turn this round, so I'm going to have her move up with Tommy once he's able to.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Okay. So Darcy, Jacob.
Ah,
Right,
Darcy
so
is
Go
just
ahead.
going to take her poetry notebook out
Yeah.
and just like just give her.
Clobber her in the face. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wielding this two-handed. She's on the ground. You're going to give me a D8 roll for your damage.
Okay. This doesn't
Roll
match
another D8.
Darcy's stats at all, but I rolled an 8.
It doesn't. You know right where to hit. Like
So,
yeah.
okay. So this is like a spiral bound notebook. And so she's
Ow.
given it like right in the spiral
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what's happening with this. It's a 3. So 11.
All right, 11 damage altogether. You hit somehow right on the right spot, rendering Mrs. Lai completely and totally unconscious. Initiative's out. She is not getting up anytime soon, but you have found her secret lair, which, according to what she says, is where she's been hiding all of her stuff that she's been stealing.
What the hell was that? Why did I just have to knock out the janitor? That's not that what
Check
the hell is
her
going on?
check her bag outfit for duct tape or something you can tie her up with.
If you want to check
Oh.
her bag outfit for duct tape, it's a luck test.
Me and my 2
and
luck.
like I don't want to be weird or anything, but like if somebody of the appropriate, side of things would like maybe pat her down to make sure she doesn't pull out any more freaking like Drano.
Yeah,
or
that was
weird
like
stuff
really
like that.
uncool. Yeah.
Melissa, luck test or D6.
Sorry.
Still a
passed. Rolled the same
2.
thing.
Very
Nice.
good. All right. She actually does have some duct tape on her, so you can bind her up with some duct tape. Sure.
And while I'm doing this, can I check and make sure that she doesn't have any other Drano or anything else so that everyone feels confident in that?
I'll tell you what. Give me roll 2d4 for me.
Two and a 4.
You find that she has 2 more bottles of Drano kind of like hidden in this strange trash bag ninja outfit. And she also has 4 more of those and it's a light bulb. She kind of busted the bottom out and filled it up with like this super slippery like cleaning detergent. Very, like I said, that piney smell.
So she's got more of these like slippy grenade thingies and more Drano. Tommy, you were right. She had more for yeah. And then she's gonna really, really, really tie her hands up with the
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Like, is it okay if I go find a water fountain and just kind of rinse out my eyes for a second? I promise it won't take too long.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why don't we talk about recovery real quick? In Teenage Odyssey, there's 2 ways to recover. The first one takes about 5 minutes, and it's called having a snack. You need to have some kind of food, and you need to be somewhere relatively safe. And if you do that, and let me check the rules. I wrote these rules, but I don't remember what I say most of the time, let alone what I write. So yeah, have a snack. You get to recover D6 damage applied first to your body stat, then your hit points. Not applicable here, but just to put it out there, the second form of healing is going to bed. You sleep for the night, you have some food, you get to heal everything. So why don't we say that? Water fountain, I'm sure you all have some snacks. If not, you know where the vending machines are.
Yeah. I'll go pick up some combos and then rinse out my eyes.
I love combos too.
I like to eat the breading outside, so then it's just the core of cheese, and
I used to do the same when I ate them, but yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, each of you can recover a D6. It applies to body first, and then after that, any extra goes towards hit points.
Gotcha. while
Oh, a 6. Nice.
while
And
they're
one
while they're
Jeremy.
recovering, Leo is searching around, seeing for like searching the area, looking for stolen things, that kind of stuff.
So as you kind of move a little bit deeper, Leo, you come into this classroom and it's one of the stolen chalkboards. There's a bunch of like electronics and wiring. All of it, you're guessing, is stolen. And the thing is, this chalkboard has been kind of cut up and put back together. And there's a big green button underneath the chalkboard. Now, let me kind of lay out the way this chalkboard looks a little bit clearer for you. Along the top, there are 3 unlit red lights and 3 unlit green lights. And it looks like there's a large section across the center that looks like it might like rotate, like one of those old like ticker things that kind of rotate to show the different numbers. And there's 4 additional spots on it. And then on the bottom in the center is this large green button.
Oh, so it looks like I need to enter like a code or something. Did I understand it right?
It definitely doesn't
Mastermind?
come up like a code kind of thing.
Is this mastermind?
What's mastermind?
It's like where you've got 4 blips on the bottom of a thing, and you've got one person that knows the code, and the other person guesses the code, and they get like 2 green lights if they have 2 in the right position, and then 1 red light. Kind of that. It probably has a different name. Has a bunch of names.
I know
That's-
that's mine.
Okay, that's
Are we
what I
playing
knew.
red light, green light?
Should I push this button, Tommy? It's right here. Should I just push it?
Yeah, of course.
And
That's what salt and
unpush-
pepper say, right? Push it.
Right. An
Push
unpush
it real
button is like the most sad thing in the world.
It is. It really is.
Dude, I need to visit wherever your country
Can I
place
roll a
is.
mind to see if I understand this stuff at the same time? Will they just hit buttons?
Can you
Give me a
teach me
mind
your
test.
pygmy ninja ways?
Oh my
I
god.
am not pygmy, but I am ninja, yes. Oui, oui.
Wow.
He just continues to sharpen his colored pencils. Yes, I am a ninja.
Piper, did you give me that mind test?
Oh, sorry. I was busy listening to people being silly. Yes, I passed.
It looks a lot like a game show like answer board. But it's fine because Leo already pushed the button.
Yes,
And
that is
Leo,
true.
the
I
first
will-
large area rotates around,
Ooh.
and written on it is the question: who defeated West Germany in the 1986 Soccer World Cup? And those 4 spots underneath rotate around, and there's an answer on each one of the 4. It's a multiple choice question. There's a button next to each answer now. Brazil, England, Italy, Argentina.
Oh.
Am I allowed to roll to see if I know this? Because I've got a soccer champ character.
I think you definitely
yeah.
are. Give me a mind test.
Yeah.
Give it
That would
advantage.
fit.
So roll your d20 twice and take the lower.
Sweet. Because I, as a person,
Two and a 20. Oh,
advantage
Uh,
helps.
you remember watching this match, studying this match. Argentina won.
Yo, dude, Argentina, they were like the best, really inspired me.
Okay. And then he'll input Argentina.
You
as-
just push the button
Okay.
next to Argentina. Everything starts spinning, and one of the green lights along the top light up.
Oh.
And a moment later, it stops and another question appears. Now, I'll say at this point, our rest is kind of ended. That way, everyone else can kind of make their way down and join in. And you're all approaching as you see this board pose the question. All That She Wants was released in 1992 by which Swedish pop group? Ace of Base,
I am from Europe.
Nirvana.
I am from Europe.
Boys to Men, The Lemonheads.
It is Ace of Base. It is Ace of Base, is it
Right.
not, Jacob?
Man,
Ace of
Yeah.
Base.
Oh
Just
my
go-
god, they're so
just-
excited.
just go for that one and don't turn around.
I won't. I will not turn around. And I will push it.
Ace of Base.
Darcy is
Another green
aggressively
light.
eye rolling in the corner.
Yes. Another green light comes up.
Leo and Jacob just high five over Ace of Base for some reason. Like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have
As-
been pretty recent, like a year
92.
old at most. Yeah.
Yeah, 92. Yeah.
I don't
As
want
the
to turn
boards-
around and see
Uh-oh.
so that Darcy will see my heart breaking that she does not like Ace of Base.
As the board spins again and puts another question out for you all. What was the name of the hurricane that struck Florida in 1992?
Oh,
Hurricane Andrew, Hurricane
Oh.
Garfield, Hurricane Klaus, Hurricane Gilbert. Now, Jeff may know personally.
I was in it. Yes.
Yeah.
I was literally in it.
Oh, no.
Like I remember getting kids from
It
our
was very
school
bad.
because they had to move because of that.
So what's the
Leo's
answer?
from France, so there's no possible way Leo would know, but Jeff knows.
I mean, Darcy's goth. And so anything that was sad and angsty would be
Oh,
something
nice.
that she would like
Yeah.
read all about. So,
Why don't you give me a mind
Andrew?
test?
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
you're pushing Andrew?
The answer.
No, it's fine. If you want to say Andrew, I'm not. Yeah, we don't need to do that. You push Andrew, and the third green light lights up. The board ascends into the ceiling.
Whoa.
Then a panel on the back wall that looked like brick before moves back and slides over, opening the way for you all to continue deeper in.
Whoa.
Man, the janitor really had like way too much time on her hand.
She really did. I didn't even get to get all my questions. Who was the first American woman to travel in space?
Oh, is that
Oh, no.
Sally Ride?
You are right.
That's
Yes.
yeah.
Wee wee.
Who won the
Sorry.
85 Super Bowl Shuffle?
Oh, no way. I don't know.
Chicago Bears. It is Icky. You're talking about
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicago
Yeah.
Bears. I very much like American football.
All right. Last one.
This
These
is why
points don't
you-
count. I just want to see if Jeff is going to get this one. Because I was like, I'm writing this question down. I'm like, I don't know if anyone's going to get it. It's going to be Jeff.
Okay.
What
that's a lot of
was
build-up.
the name? Yeah. What was the name of the popular soap opera that aired from 1981 to 1989, set in the fictional town of Pine Valley?
1981 to 1989. in
The
Pine
options
Valley.
are General Hospital,
No,
All My
no, no.
Children, The Young and the Restless,
Mm-mm.
One Life to Live.
Well, I think the General Hospital has been around for much longer. Young and the Restless
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I would say One Life to Live, perhaps, is my guess, but I don't know.
Oh,
I
that
was a
would've been
Days
your
of Our
first
Lives
red light.
guy.
same. I was too. It was All My Children.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oui, oui.
Okay. Anyway, those don't matter. The
Did you
door
have fun
opens
writing
in
the
the back of the room.
questions though, Chuck?
I did a lot of work finding those questions, and I'm very entertained that you all did so good at them. I was, side note, taking us out of the game for a moment. Bert, sick, sadly, he couldn't be here tonight. Kipser so graciously stepped in, which we're thrilled to have you here. But when Jeff said, I'll find someone, I'm like, is Jeff going to find Joe? Because Joe's not going to get any of these references.
Oh, God.
It's okay. I didn't get any of them either.
Okay, yeah,
We get
because
it,
Joe was.
Kipster. You're young. We get it.
Oh, my
Jeez. God. Oh,
Yeah, old man. Yeah. Let's hear your
If he's old,
French
I'm-
accent again.
I am specifically role playing a person who is trying to role play French accent. I think
Mm.
I'm hitting it on the nose.
Oh. Now that there's that extra layer there, I really appreciate it.
It is like Garfield's favorite food, lasagna.
Like an onion
Layers.
or lasagna. Anyway, I don't know what I said.
Like
Fuck
an
it.
onion?
He's like a dude.
I meant to.
Oh my
plain
god.
dude pretending to be an
I don't
elf
think I
dude.
know.
I was like, wait, just a cat eat
Keep
onions?
going.
Did I
Keep
miss that?
going.
What is happening? We read
Like an
different
onion.
Garfields.
I meant to say onion. And, anyway,
He's secretly
Door
Robert Downey
opens.
Jr.
Maybe.
we had a long conversation about Tropic Thunder the other night, but we don't need to go there now. So the door opens in the back of the room. What are you all doing?
Well, let's keep going forward.
Right, I'm gonna find my pirate hat.
Yeah, we gotta glue a pirate hat to his helmet.
You
Here
do.
is your skateboard, by the way. Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, like I couldn't see it, I heard it. It sounded sweet.
Yeah.
It is a well-crafted board. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know what? Like later on, like maybe you could do like some like art on it or something.
I would be honored, my friend. Oh, thank you. Thank
Really
you.
cool.
It's very
Yes.
cool.
Like clearly you understand the spirit of it. So like, yeah.
It felt right when I was rolling it, like it was an extension of me almost. You know, I shall have to pick up this skateboarding. It is a fascinating American invention.
Cool. You teach me the ways of the pygmy ninja. I'll teach you the ways of the board.
Deal.
As you all move further, go ahead.
No, I was just like, there's a door.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we should
You all
go
proceed.
through the door. Yeah.
It is a long tunnel, hand carved, it looks like. Very time consuming process, maybe 20, 30 feet. And eventually it opens up into another room. This one looks like maybe an old boiler room or something like that. And as you're in this dark room, one single light bulb, you look around and there's two things of note. We'll start with the tamer of the two, a large metal door with a keyhole on it. As your gaze moves to the right, you can see there is a large face, and this face is ceiling to floor large, like 8 to 10 feet tall. And it takes a moment to realize that this is all of the missing lunch cafeteria trays that have been kind of like bolted and taped together to form this very artsy style sculpture of a face. And as you kind of step into the room, you hear the click of like a tape player starting as the janitor's voice, Mrs. Lai, trying to sound very mysterious, starts speaking. If you want to proceed to discover the answer to my riddle, I am not a mouth, but I often sneeze. I am not an eye, but I often freeze. I am not a hand, but I often scratch. I am not a chin, but I'm a catch. What am I?
Is it the cold? I don't like
You
sneezing.
speak. There's
I don't.
no
I am conversing with my
okay. Fair.
compatriots.
Like, go with your gut, man. That sounds good.
Cold sneeze?
To be fair, well, like you get the cold and you start to
I'm
sneeze.
not an old.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
okay.
sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You catch a cold.
Is there like a rewind button?
There's not. It just played once, and now you just hear the hiss of just like open tape playing.
I should have listened
As-
more carefully to it. All of the clues.
All I got
I'm not a
was,
nose, but I
nose,
sneeze. I'm not
Yes.
an eye, but I freeze. I'm not a hand, but I itch. I am not a. What was the fourth one?
Something
Let
but a
me-
scratch?
Let me give it to you again, just so we're.
Yeah.
I'm not a mouth, but I
just hit the
often
rewind button.
sneeze. There's no sign of the tape. It's hidden somewhere. Come on, Adam. Let me just refresh you on it, though. I am not a mouth, but I often sneeze. I am not an eye, but I often freeze. I am not a hand, but I often scratch. I am not a chin, but I'm a catch. What am I? And if you're all not able to figure it out, we can roll some tests.
It's a sneeze, a freeze, a snatch, and a catch.
Hmm.
I'll roll because
Yeah,
thinking
mind
in
test.
silence is probably not
Dr.
the
Seuss.
best thing. So
Dr. Seuss.
The X-Men.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't.
That is a
gosh, I-
one.
Nice. I
That
don't
is
need
I
to.
rolled a
great.
one.
You're sitting there thinking like, this is a really terrible riddle, but the only thing that kind of makes sense is a nose. As you're looking at this giant face made out of lunch trays, crusted in food and mold, maybe, and it's just got this big old schnoz.
Well, I think sneeze was probably close. But if it's something like that, then it's nose. So she's
More
gonna.
rhyming.
Yeah.
I mean, Pomeroy
Because
was
you're
way
a poet,
better.
I
Like,
get it.
that was
Oh.
just
At this point, I'm thinking, who knows?
force the
So-
rhymes more.
So, yeah. So,
I'm
Darcy, what are you
pushing
doing
on
there?
The nose.
You go and you push on the nose, and
Portion.
as you kind of move up to this thing, it's got a big nose. You push on it, and nothing happens, but you could see those nostrils are large enough that your arm could definitely fit up one.
Have fun, Darcy.
Elbow deep.
Okay.
Reach really far.
And she's like kind
It's
of
like a
hesitates and then
sad
just sort of like,
nose or something.
Darcy, were you
I don't
sticking
know.
your arm up there?
here we go. Yeah, and she's her.
You stick your arm out, and it's gross. It's slimy. You're feeling around. Go and give me a body test.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry. I should have done that.
That's a
I
20.
appreciate that. Eventually, you put like you're getting like that almost to your elbow, and you feel a sudden release, like you broke some kind of membrane, and all of a sudden, this chunky, runny, white, lumpy stuff. You realize it's old mashed potatoes because you do. Oh, I just heard Ashley from the other room go, ugh. You do remember
is
hearing that
right.
there were a couple buckets of mashed potatoes that were stolen from the kitchen. As it all just starts flowing out, you failed your body test. You're
I
very
sure did.
nauseous. Go
Yep.
ahead and roll me a d4.
Okay. That's a 2.
2. Okay. 1 round. The next test you take will be a disadvantage because you are nauseous at how gross this is. But there's also a clank of metal on the ground next to you as you look down and you see a key laying there in this muck on the ground.
I never really liked all of those slime shows, but I think I would have taken some of that slime over this. And so she sort of just like throws it at Piper, and she's not intending to do it in a rude way, but just thinking that like the speed of throwing it will like drop some of the stuff off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Darcy, no,
Just
hold
for-
on. I'm a soccer player. I got water.
Do you catch it? Oh, well, she already threw it at you.
I
So,
know. I'll catch it. Oh,
you catch it. There's a slap as your hands come together on this
Oh.
wet key. There's an odor, but you have a key, and right there's a metal door with a keyhole.
let's get this done quick.
Yeah. Dude,
I
I'm
will
so
put
sorry.
it
I think
in.
you probably have salmonella now or something.
Dude, salmonella's
Me?
like chicken.
E. coli? Was that invented in the 90s?
Oh.
what? And Darcy just sort of puts her hand out because like Piper cleaned the key and just left Darcy's arm just all gross. So Darcy's just kind of
Okay, yeah, here's the water bottle. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Here's the water bottle.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. But you put the key in, you turn it, and that door pops open.
We'll push it and take a look inside.
You push it, and you take a look inside. And Piper, you remember that of the many things stolen in the school, the entirety of the contents of the robotics lab was definitely among that list. As you very clearly see, 3 large robotic looking menaces standing there with just the occasional blinking red, green, yellow lights. I am impressed that the school had a robotics lab too, but I had to justify this next encounter.
Really advanced for the 93s.
It is. Like a magnet school or something like that.
I'm glad
Yeah,
that someone wants to fund education. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No complaints.
Must be private.
If this is what
Give me
the
a luck
American
test there,
education system is
oh,
like
for
in
sure.
1993,
Yeah, yeah.
in 30 years, it will be amazing. These places will be cathedrals.
Yeah.
Mm.
You passed?
I have 4 luck.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a private school.
Yeah, our parents are rich. That makes sense. All right. Well, I'm pretty good with cars. Let me take a look at these guys.
Okay, how are you doing that? What are you doing?
So I will step into the room to see if they react, and then I'm just gonna like take a walk around them, pick one, and sort of fiddle with it.
You see, as you kind of step in, each of these robotic amalgamations, monstrosities, has the old style, the giant box cameras on top on like a PTZ mount. And as you step into the room and walk around them, those cameras, they just track you. But no other movement from the robots. And as you're walking around, you do see that there is a curtain over a hole in the back of the room. And that curtain has duct tape over, like stretched across. And on that duct tape is written, "Do not enter intergalactic territory."
Planetary?
I don't know.
Intergalactic. Anyway, yeah, do not enter underneath like intergalactic territory.
So we're gonna go pull the curtain down, right?
Yeah. They did the Beastie Boys song in here, so just be careful.
Well, these-
Wow.
Your musical choices are
Brass
just
monkey?
weird.
That
funky
funky
Your
Monkey.
musical
Monkey.
choices are weird.
dude, you ever seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
That's
So
a
point
great
towards the
movie.
robots.
Yes.
Oh,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Dude, I wonder if like when she mentioned that there was like 4 of them, if she had like 4 little stations and like they made a big station or something like that, if they're similar.
That is brilliant. Whoa.
Are these robots human size?
Like
Or
vulture.
bigger.
Bigger than human. Bigger
Bigger.
than human. Easily 8 foot tall.
Darcy's standing on one side of the curtain and she's just like looking around for someone to like grab the other
Right.
side of the curtain and just keeps like,
So I joked earlier that I had a bunch of empty Mountain Dew bottles in my backpack. Is it
Yeah.
possible I maybe still have like a bottle of Mountain Dew that still
Luck
has it?
test.
Okay. Roll that D6.
I'm gonna look for a battery. I'm gonna see if I can either short it or pull the power on one of these.
Is a match a success?
Meats is good. You want at or under? Okay. So
Okay.
you do have a full bottle of Mountain Dew.
All right.
So Piper, you're looking for battery. Give me a mind test.
Okay.
Jeremy, please continue.
Oh, I'm gonna take out that bottle of Mountain Dew. I'm gonna shake it up as hard as I can. I'm gonna be ready to aim it at like one of the boards on these robots if something
Oh,
comes
yeah.
near Darcy.
Worthwhile. Piper, was that a success?
That was a success. I have 16 mind.
Nice.
I'm a smart
Oh, that's
jock.
right. Because you rolled super on everything.
Yeah, school's like not that hard. I don't really get why people struggle. Like
Yeah.
you just do sports and you just do the stuff in school and you're fine.
Yeah. So you
I'm one
do
of those
see,
annoying people.
you do
Mhm.
see, looking at this, you see
Mhm.
the feet have like these like tray containers with these large like jumper cables. 2 car batteries power each of these robots.
All right, let's short these batteries. Maybe destroy all the robots. If they've got microprocessors in them, they wouldn't stand that.
Okay. Let's see what else happened. Darcy, you walked up and you grabbed a side of the curtain, right?
yeah, she's waiting for someone else to grab the other side of the curtain. To
Go
like
give me a
pull it
body
down.
test.
Okay. That's a 1.
Look at you. Wow. You grab that curtain, and as you do, you see that there's like just copper wiring just like weaved through the fabric. And as you go to kind of grab it, you realize that touching this will probably not only shock you, but maybe have other unintended consequences. So, Piper, you're going to short out these batteries. Tell me how you're doing this.
I'm gonna treat it essentially like when you jump a car. I'm just gonna put I guess if there's wiring around, I should be able to connect the wires to the wrong, like I guess
I get what you're saying.
Voltage to the positive to the negative lines.
So you're going to walk up, like I said, each of these feet, there's just these trays with these car batteries strapped to it. You run up to one and you grab the two giant like alligator clamps, you undo it, and then you swap it. And the one robot that you do this on, there's 3 robots, immediately lets out all of its magic smoke. Just this plume of smoke goes up, and this robot just sags forward, just kind of doubles over, and it's out. There's 2 robots remaining. As Darcy, you realize touching this with your bare hands will probably shock you. Tommy's standing there with a shook up bottle of Mountain Dew ready to hose one of these down. Leo, Jacob, what are you doing?
I guess I'll have to. And I pull out of my backpack a little flask.
Nice.
And I just pour it on one of the robots.
Go and give me 2d6.
Dude, what was that a flask of?
Aftershock.
Oh, wow.
That's right. If you're a band kid in this game, you get a saxophone and a flask. Because we all know how them band kids do.
Yeah.
10 damage is fantastic. Let me take a look real quick. You poured on there and this thing starts smoking. And this robot lurches to life. Very angry movements, sounds. Leo, what do you got?
So this whole time, because you said that they were like scanning or looking at Piper.
Yeah.
So this whole time while all this is going on, Leo has been furiously sketching in his sketchbook the face of Janitor Lai.
Oh.
Wants to put it on his face, tear it out, and just lick the back and shove it on top of his face and try to communicate with the robot as Lai.
I think that is absolutely genius. I'll tell you what, mind test with advantage.
Okay. All right. All right. I have 14 mind. Here we go.
A 3 and a 19.
Got a
We'll go with that 3.
Yeah.
You sketch out the face of Mrs. Lai. You put it over yours. You step up to one of these robots, and immediately these 2 cameras of the remaining robots, one of them smoking a little bit, swivels over to you, and you hear this very metallic awaiting input.
Okay. Okay. So he'll just say, shut down. Go into
Shutting.
standby mode or some stuff.
Entering standby, and they both walk across the room and they grab these blankets, these large blankets off a shelf, and they lay down and they cover themselves up. And you hear this very artificial 1990s video game snoring sound.
And then Leo will turn to the rest of them. The face still on. If there is something else that you think we should do with them, please let me know and I shall command them with my voice and face.
That was so cool.
Oh.
Good job, dude.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Maybe they have a self-destruct.
Ask them if they know where the trophies are.
Okay. Yes. Pardon me. Don't mean to interrupt your sleeping, but do you know where the trophies are?
Yes, trophies used as landing struts A through Z 17.987.
And what would happen if we pull this curtain?
You will be electrocuted unless you flip switch hidden behind thermos of porridge. And you look like there's a shelf
Mhm.
with an old Stanley thermos back before people were going crazy for them. And if you move it aside, there's just a light switch back there, and you flip it. The curtain's no longer electrified.
Anything else?
Awaiting input.
Do we want to ask about their destination?
Or tell them to do the electric slide.
I don't. They're being very helpful. I don't want to mock them and abuse my authority like I am some capitalist pig, like principles. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just thought that was like really fun. I'm sorry.
But you're right, it kind of would be. Hey, do the electric slide. You deserve it. Treat yourself.
There's that, you remember the old floppy disk noise when it was reading, kind of processing that beep, beep. And it does that for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, this robot kind of squats down a little bit. Sparks kind of start shooting out from different parts as it just very much like just slides sideways. It isn't doing the dance by any means. It really doesn't understand the term, but it's just sliding sideways and shooting sparks.
You are a beautiful creature.
Thank you. I feel so alive. Now,
And you should go into standby mode and sleep until I tell you not to, with a special password that I have to give you next time. And the password is Viva la Resistance.
password accepted. Viva la resistance.
Oh my God.
Good night, Mama Bear. As it goes and it lays down and covers itself up with a blanket again.
I love these things. They are beautiful. No one has ever called me Mama Bear.
That's
yeah.
really cool.
The curtain's not electrified. 2 robots are sleeping peacefully. The third one, Piper, murdered. Now what? There's now that the blanket's on electro. If you move it to the side, you can see there's a tunnel leading deeper into the ground.
Should we keep going?
Yeah, the janitor is like super crazy for doing all this stuff. It looks by hand.
Very much by hand, yeah.
This.
Wow.
Oh, murder hobos and chocobos. Thank you for that raid.
Ooh, thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like she's like a really hard worker. Like, wish we could find a way to like harness this and like appreciate it, because like obviously Leo's like an artist, but I feel like she's kind of an artist in her own way.
Maybe
I mean,
Yeah, there's something happened that she
Yeah.
thought this needed to happen. Which
Just like maybe
we
with
can-
less Drano, and I would be really supportive of this.
yeah, she was pretty violent.
Yeah, maybe in there
She
we'll find
was.
more answers of like how to like maybe get her out of this. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's a way to tell her to like take a nap.
Oh my God, Darcy, you're so smart. I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you. This was not how I thought detention was going to go today.
Right? It's been so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah, better than just doing math assignments, marking math assignments.
I actually kind of like math. I like triangulating.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
No, calculating slopes. Anyway, if you all head down this tunnel,
We do.
it opens up into this large, natural looking cavern. And looking around, you see everything that's been stolen from the school: mechanical equipment, classroom supplies, books. And in the middle, kind of highlighted by like spotlights, like, classroom lights stolen, kind of focused in, is a very much handcrafted, bespoke. Oh, that's perfect, Jeff. I love it. 50 points to Jeff.
Oh my god.
Flying saucer made out of high school trophies, recess equipment, classroom supplies. Unmistakable. Like she was trying to make a flying saucer.
Dudes, that's like all of my trophies down there. And
All of
also, this would burn up in the atmosphere with this material.
Like, well, this is the early 90s. It would have had that thick kind of plastic with that rough texture. So, yeah, it definitely would have.
Oh my God. I just had an idea. Like, we should look for like one of those radio microphone thingies or whatever. What if this poor lady has just been talking to some crazy bastard that like gave her some really stupid idea?
That's right. She said earlier about the ham radio.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Who
gotta
Broken
find
clock
the ham
twice a
radio.
day.
Whoever wants to look for this is going to give me a mind test.
I don't mind taking a look. I presume more than one person can.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever wants to look, absolutely give me a mind test.
Word. I'll roll it. Because what's the worst that could happen?
8's good. Is that, yeah, good pass
Oh yeah, I
there.
got 16. So 8 is well
Nice.
below.
Oh,
Nope.
19, Jeremy. Nope.
Nope.
Anyone else throwing in on that? No? Okay. So, Piper, it comes down to you.
You guys
As
don't
you're
mind if I
looking
get some
around.
jogging in while we do this.
Running in place. As you look, you find her ham radio setup. And next to the ham radio setup is like a drafting desk, that tilted up, all of these lines. There is a note that says the initials AJ, A.J, Austin, Texas, knows the truth, with her handmade blueprints on this drafting desk of how to create this UFO, how to return to her people, how her physicians have been lying to her, because that's what AJ says. And just this true failing of the American health system laid out before you.
Yo, dudes, our janitor was like on all the drugs.
Oh, I feel like Miss Slide needs a hug and then a lot of care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's still gonna go to prison for like the Drano attack, but maybe she'll get support there. Leo, there's like a drawing board with some sketches on it. Maybe take a look at that. Jacob, the ham radio's got like, do you want to try talking to a dude on it? Do you know radios? It's like music, sound.
I'm sure it's very similar. Like,
yeah, right? Can't be that bad.
yeah.
Is that true, Jacob? Are you going to try and use the radio? Because that sounds like a mind test.
He's still going to do it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Godspeed, young Jacob.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is that a pass or fail?
Waiting on
16. What's your mind score?
9.
You managed to, you turn some knobs, you flip some levers. You always remember the secret to really great sound is to turn it up to 11. As all of a sudden this radio equipment starts smoking in front of you and then permanently powers down.
Wait, turn on the radio. No, fuck it. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn on the radio. No, fuck it. Turn it off.
Lights out?
Yo, dude, magic smoke.
Yeah. Leo, were you checking out these blueprints?
I was looking. Yeah. I was doing a quick test.
Yeah, go get mind test.
Okay. All right. That is a fail. 19.
These look really legit. Like maybe this flying saucer could actually get you all to space and wherever Mrs. Lai was trying to go.
No, and now understand, of course, that my skills in engineering and architecture are limited. I am more interested in creative pursuits, but I can say with fair certainty that these look legitimate. I believe this might be proper blueprints for a spacecraft. Yes.
I mean, out of stolen school material, though, maybe the plans to build it are right, but
That is fair point.
that stuff's going to burn in friction on the exit.
That is true.
So
That
smart.
is true. Perhaps it is merely a first draft, and once more
Prototype.
more proper materials are procured, then she would do a second model.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, whatever
No way,
she's
man.
huffing.
I've got to try.
What are you going to try?
Got to try and see if this thing will lift off. I got to catch some air.
I mean, do what you got to do, bro.
You
I
find
mean, not with you inside, though, right? You're just going to launch it from outside?
Like a monkey getting shot into space. Yes.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I should get like a space monkey like logo or something.
I shall draw one for you. Yes.
Like a space monkey pirate ninja pygmy.
Yes. All of those things together.
keeps adding. Yeah. Tommy, I'm gonna give it to you, man. You look around, you find a button clearly labeled ramp. You push it, there's the sound of grinding machinery as this playground plastic stair set descends from the UFO. You walk up. You see very clearly the control seat, the pilot seat, half of one of those twisting slides kind of cut to pieces and crudely melted back together with a large red button on the console that says launch.
See if it's got a navigator or if it's got like an assistant. Hello? As I like shout up in there.
You go up in there as well. Give me a mind test.
I'm perfect for mind tests. It's my best stat ever.
You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. How'd you do?
I did better, but no, actually I did the same. 16.
All you managed to find is a mini fridge full of Crystal Pepsi.
Sweet. I like this a lot better than Tab. I pop one open and drink it.
It's no search though.
It's true. Tommy, are you pushing the button?
Of course I'm pushing the button.
As you push the button, we fade to white. Local newsreel.
Oh no.
Deranged janitor rigs high-powered explosive under the school. 7 dead. Local superintendent excuses class for the rest of the school year. And that's where we'll end our session.
No. I was going to ask what the fuel was, but I think we found out.
It's a one shot. No one gets out of one shots alive.
It's
Yeah.
clearly a cover up because
It
we
is, it
probably
is.
went to space.
Listen,
That's what it is.
local
Covered it up.
newsreel. That's all I'm saying. You know,
Oh, come on. At least national news.
So there's like the little
Right.
stinger after the credits.
Yes,
yeah,
That's great.
yeah. Little post-credit scene. Tommy in a little Martian spacesuit
Oh my
on
god.
a planet with red dust, teaching them how to build a half pipe.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's our Teenage Odyssey one shot. Thank you all for playing. If you liked it, go back to Kickstarter because more numbers makes me happy because I don't understand what the numbers truly mean, but I know bigger ones are good. I don't know. Thanks everyone. Not Jake. Jeff. Wrong J name. I'll let you close your show out.
Yeah, man. Thanks for running it. All that kind of good stuff. We could do usual plug stuff. If you guys got anything, we've been dropping the link to Teenage Odyssey in the chat. If you're watching this later on Kickstarter, or if you're listening, or excuse me, on YouTube, or if you're listening to this over on like the podcast feed, check the show notes. We'll have links to that. We'll have links to the Cannon Otter Studios Discord if you want to find a place to go ask questions and talk about the game. So you have all those kinds of options as well. Aside from that, anything else you or Adam want to say or plug about the game or
just
whatever
the
you're doing?
Kickstarter. Go check it
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
It's great. It's amazing. I'm gonna wait. Every time Adam starts talking, I'm gonna throw in another. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Adam.
Kickstarter is really our primary focus. If we can get this one funded, then there will be a lot more to come.
Mhm.
And not saying if it doesn't fund, there won't be more, but this would really give us the right kickstart to get our journey going. So yeah. No, anything else you want to check out, like any news or anything like that, www.cannonotter.com. And, you'll see
We have a
updates from
website.
there.
It's
Yeah.
true.
We have socials too. You can find us on, follow us on that stuff.
Find us on Facebook. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we definitely have Facebook.
Yeah. Not Instagram. Well, maybe Instagram.
Yep, we do.
We do. Adam
Yeah.
figured that one out. The rest
I
of
did.
them, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
All right.
but check us out. See if you like it. Illustrated by the amazing and fantastic Marie Anger. She's a pleasure to work with. She's pretty amazing, and so yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds great. Our usual stuff. Jeremy, anything you want to plug, baby?
Aaron, me some Patreon maps tokens. The guy, I can't do it anymore.
Oh, he beat you. He beat you.
It's so hard now.
Sorry, man.
Too
I
slow.
I tried to
called
sneak it in just in
Organized. Basically, I don't throw it to you unless I'm ready to go. Is sort of what I've
I
learned.
respect your efficiency.
case.
As for
Man.
us, come back tomorrow night as we're going to be playing some heroic deeds. We got lots of awesome creative friends that are making games, and we're playing another one tomorrow. So come check that out. You can see myself, Kipser, and Melissa in that. Thursday, we'll be back with Werewolf the Apocalypse for our finale of our Chronicles. So you can see the whole bottom row and Melissa in that game. Friday, we've got Warhammer 40K, Wrath and Glory. And Saturday, we are getting drunk on a mafia ship in Los Angeles, 1930s. So it's a lot of fun. And then next Monday in this time slot, we'll be doing we'll be getting back to Fragged Empire. And you can see a lot of folks here in that as well, too. But I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and let's raid someone. Let's just do some dork tales. So follow that raid. Thanks everyone who hung out tonight. Thank you if you're watching this later on any other platforms. Really do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night and go back to damn Kickstarter. Bye.
Yeah.